Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the r/EntitledParents subreddit. Today I have a story about an entitled Karen who wants fresh milk for her child, only to complain that the fresh farm milk is too expensive. And since they won't match the price at the supermarket, Karen from the city wants to buy an entire cow instead and wants to take it home in the jag and keep it in her suburban backyard, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, let's jump into the story, shall we? EM thinks our fresh milk is too expensive, wants to buy a calf instead. After reading and listening to stories from this subreddit for over a year now, I have dreamed of the day I would encounter a Karen or EP in the wild. Never expecting it to happen, but today was the day, and boy what an encounter it was. So for a little background, my grandma works on a medium-sized dairy farm as a kind of manager, and I, 18-year-old female, help her out from time to time. We have a thing called a milk filling station. It's basically a vending machine where you can buy fresh milk from us, and it's €1 per liter. We're located on a hill a little outside a small village and surrounded by meadows and forests, so we do get some hikers or families on a nice walk from time to time, especially on the weekends, and they usually look at the calves and buy some milk. One shift here usually includes 4 people. Everyone has different jobs to fulfill, so most of the time you're alone just doing your tasks, and my job is essential for the milking process as it includes bringing the cows to the milking station and back to their herds. And now on to the actual story. As I've mentioned, I'm alone most of the time, just doing my thing, running around inside the farm. It's a restricted area, and we have signs up since it can be quite dangerous, but the gates are open to make work easier and for ventilation, so theoretically everyone could walk in. Still, I was kinda surprised when I, in the midst of literally shoveling cow crap, were met with a rather annoyed ahem behind me. I turned around, shovel still in hand, and saw a woman, maybe in her mid-30s, standing before me, way too overdressed to be seen anywhere near a farm. She also didn't look like she was on a casual walk with her family. At least I wouldn't do one in the high heels she was wearing. She was looking at me rather angrily, and I immediately knew that this probably was the day I'd been waiting for, although I never expected it to be here of all places. Before I could even so much as open my mouth, she already started speaking to me in a very condescending tone. Finally! I've been looking for someone to help me for ages. Why are none of you doing your job and being there when you're needed? I was instantly annoyed with this, because how dare she come in here and talk to me like that? And also, what job was she referring to? Because I, for one, was doing mine right at this moment, and it was strictly timed. I had to get stuff done with zero time to listen to this lady. Still, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt and be nice. Sorry, if you are referring to the office in the front, there usually is no one since we're all in here doing our job. What's the problem? Maybe I can help. I thought that maybe she's had a flat tire or something around here and needed help, because I legitimately had no idea what someone dressed like her could want on a dairy farm. She just scoffed at me. Huh, unbelievable. You should be over there in case someone needs your help like I do. Anyways, your milk is too expensive. I'm sorry, what? I said your milk is too expensive. I want a better price. Oh, are you talking about the vending machine? I'm sorry, but that's a fixed price. I can't change that. And in my opinion, I didn't ask for your opinion. It's way cheaper at the supermarket, but my daughter wanted to try fresh milk, so we drove here. You should match the price at the supermarkets or you won't sell much. Ma'am, we're not a supermarket. We're selling the leftover fresh milk so it doesn't go to waste. What? That's leftover milk? Ew, and to imagine my daughter could have drank that. Now for clarification, when I said leftover milk, I meant that it was fresh milk, as in barely out of the cow fresh, and that we aren't able to sell to the company which collects our milk because they have a fixed number, and if we produce more milk than those numbers, we would have to just throw it away. But with the vending machine, at least some of it still gets sold. If you want fresher milk than that, you would have to milk the cow yourself right into the bottle. I started to try and explain this to EM, but she immediately cut me off. again. No, this is unacceptable. Neither me nor my child will drink old milk. And then the dreaded sentence came. I want to speak to your manager. I already had enough of this bull crap, pun intended, and as I've already said, a strictly timed job that I had to get back to, because we were in the middle of milking our cows, and this lady was literally holding up the whole process by holding up me. So I was more than happy to agree and get her to my manager, my grandma, and have her out of my hair. I just motioned for her to follow me and speed walked in the direction of the front office, while the lady was trying to keep up in her high heels without breaking her ankles. Now, our office is in kind of another building and the door closest to us was locked, so we had to walk around the building, across the parking lot, and through another entrance that happened to be right beside the boxes we kept the newborn calves in. This also was the place where I met the before-mentioned daughter of the EM. The girl was maybe 10 years old and happily watching the calves and petting them when we came into view. As soon as she saw her mom, she ran to her and started excitedly jumping up and down. Mom, look at the cute calves. She dragged her mom over to the boxes. Look, it's so cute. I named her Emma. Can we keep her, please? I expected the EM to maybe say something along the lines of, a cow is not a pet, or we don't have the space, or maybe, I don't know how to take care of a cow, but boy was I wrong. Instead, the mom turns to me and asks completely serious, how much are these? Now, although we do sell our male calves since they are of no use to us, I for one wasn't sure how much this exact calf was worth. Pretty sure that there was a registration process involved in owning a cow, and in no way, shape, or form authorized to just sell a calf like that. And on top of that, cows aren't exactly animals you can just put in your yard and be done with. I'm sorry, but I was cut off again. No, I asked how much it is. Tell me. Ma'am, that's a cow, not a pet. I know, but your milk is way too expensive anyways. Just sell me one of those if my daughter wants it, and we will have our own really fresh milk. At this point, I strongly considered just walking away because there was no way this woman could be serious. She deadass wanted to buy an animal that would grow up to be around 1.4 meters high and 700 kilograms heavy, strong enough to kill you if you handled them wrong. Not only that, but also a cow of a breed that needs to be milked twice a day because it produces as much milk as possible, which is around 30 to 50 liters at our farm. All that because €1 per liter for fresh milk apparently was too much, and her daughter thought our calves were cute. They are, but that's not the point. Plus, you need to properly take care of them, feed them right, and just getting a calf won't give you instant milk. She has to grow up, get pregnant, give birth, etc. All around, this EM would have to wait for another 24 to 28 months until her calf starts giving milk, and then repeat the process every year. So she would have new calves to take care of every year just to keep her one cow running, so to speak. Instead of telling her directly how stupid, time, and money consuming this idea is, I decided to try and take the diplomatic way. Ma'am, I understand, but it's not that easy. I'm afraid I'm not able. Then get me someone who's able. I wanted to speak to your manager anyways. Why do you have to be such an incompetent worker? How old are you, 15? Children shouldn't talk back to adults. That's where I had it. And so I just blurted out the best thing I could think of at the time. I am an adult, and you should stop talking to me like that. I'm not obligated to help you, and in fact, we could sue you for trespassing on private property. How dare you threaten me? Young lady, that is no way to talk to a person older than you. Learn some respect. I demand to speak to your manager. I will get you fired for this. As if she was called, my grandma stepped out of the building right at that moment, probably because she heard the commotion. What's going on here? Oh good, are you the manager of this place? At this moment, yes. How can I help you? This worker of yours was incredibly rude. She threatened me and my daughter and refused to help us. She even tried to assault me right before you came outside. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been on time. EM was trying to squeeze some fake tears out at this point, quickly wiping them away with her finger before they could ruin her very thick layer of makeup. All we wanted was to ask if we could get the milk you are selling a little cheaper. And my daughter here really likes this calf, so we thought about buying it. My grandma was just silently listening to this woman's story, arms crossed and eyebrows raised because she could smell the bullcrap from 3 miles away. Ma'am, this is my granddaughter you're talking about, and I know for a fact that she wouldn't do any of that. EM went awfully quiet at that. So about the milk. I maybe would have helped you out if you hadn't just lied to my face. But now I kindly ask you to just pay the full price as everyone else does. And the calf, I'm afraid I won't be able to sell it to you. This is outrageous. I'm a paying customer. I would pay for this calf. Why are you refusing? My daughter wants a cow, and she likes this one here. Her name is Emma. Ma'am, that won't give you a cow. It will give you a bull. It's a male calf. You're lying. You just don't want to sell it because it's pretty. My grandma just silently pointed to the big male symbol on the side of the box, clearly labeling it as a boy. At this point, the EM just huffed and mumbled something about stupid uneducated people from the countryside and how she would never come back here ever again. The entitled kid was whining loudly about her Emma while her mom was dragging her back to their expensive-looking car, and my grandma and I watched them drive away before having a good laugh about the whole story. Here's a picture of little Emma, by the way. Oh, the pain, the stupidity, it hurts. What is with these people buying literal farm animals and not realizing how much work it is? There's a reason that being a farmer is a full-time job. This is how uneducated people are when it comes to animals and reproduction in general, okay? This is a true story. I saw an article last week, and it was a local farm showing all their adorable new dairy calves and their names, all being girl names of course because only females give milk. Well, some Karen in the comments goes, "Ugh, I can't believe in this day and age this kind of sexism still exists. Why are only the female cows giving milk and doing all the work?" Or something along those lines. I wish I screenshotted it because I sadly can't find it now, but yep. These are the types of people we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. I should have asked her if her husband breastfed the kids or not. Again, the stupidity, the pain, it hurts. Anyways, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed that Entitled Parents story. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit stories. Bye!